Hi Aquarius. I hope you guys are all doing well with this crazy energy. So what happens when the very karmic planets of Saturn and Pluto and the South Node are all in your 12th house and they go retrograde? Well, what is your 12th house? It's the shadow side. It's the thing, they're the things that, it's the place where you don't really necessarily show everybody, right? It's all of those little idiosyncrasies. It's all the things, the things that you don't necessarily like about yourself, but they're there and we all have them. But you don't really show them readily, right? Well, all this karmic activity that's happening in your 12th house is allowing you to take a look at everything that's been going on for the last couple of years. And we always have Saturn and Pluto in retrograde at least once a year, but literally they're doing it together. Literally they're conjuncting, with the South Node. So much karma, right? You are finding all of those things within yourself that you had buried for so long, and like the love explosion of who you are is really coming to surface. It's almost like when you do the science experiment for the volcanoes, right? And you put in all the stuff and then you push the button and nothing happens and nothing happens and nothing happens. And there's this build up and build up and build up. And all of a sudden you turn around and you look at everybody and you're like, sorry, it's not working. And then it explodes. And it explodes in crazy ways. Well, there's that win because it did actually work, but it didn't work in the timing that you wanted to, nor did it work it doesn't look exactly the way you thought it was going to look. It looks much bigger. It looks much brighter. It might be a little messier. I feel like that's what's happening to you guys right now. That's what all of this 12th house activity is bringing to the surface. So we have the Ace of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Two of Cups, nice, and the Six of Wands, even nicer. This is a really great reading so far. I just want you to recognize that as we go through this really great reading, that if you look at it in a pessimistic way, it's not going to be a really great reading. Like, I don't want you guys to look at this and be like, that's not happening to me. This is not resonating with you. If things aren't getting easier in your life, this is not your reading. Because I feel like a lot of you have done the self-love. I feel like a lot of you have done, like, all of that critical talk that the self-critical talk that you've been going through. You're realizing that you need to talk to yourself in a more loving way. You realize you need to treat yourself in a more loving way. This has been a long time coming. When that happened, when you allow yourself to get vulnerable, get honest, and start to love who you really are, that's when the relationship shows up, right? I say this time and time and time again. If you're an Aquarius that hasn't quite gotten there yet, I'm working with people one-on-one about how to get aligned to get to this, to get to the relationship, to get to the job, to get to whatever it is that you feel like is blocking, you feel like there's this blockage here and you're banging your head up against a brick wall over and over and over again. Allowing yourself to get to what you want to be aligned with in life, not the easiest thing to do. Some of you are becoming very successful with aligning to your purpose, and I really, really like that. So, and it is all about being honest and being vulnerable and having healthy boundaries, right? So we have the Page of Swords and we have the Seven of Wands. I almost want to say that some of you just aren't taking other people's shit anymore. You're just not going to take other people's shit. Like, you're letting it go. You're releasing the burden of the way people treated you in the past, and you're realizing that you deserve better than that. Let's see what this Ace of Cups is. Yeah, you've been working really, really hard at loving on yourself, which I love. Like, this is great. that Eight of Pentacles on the Ace of Cups is huge. Taking the much needed steps, doing the much needed, like putting in the effort. That's what the Eight of Pentacles is. You're putting in the effort and you're putting it in to yourself. And that's what's bringing you into a much easier time. Now, you also have to remember that because it's not in divine timing, just like I said with the volcano and the science experiment, sometimes it doesn't happen exactly the way that we want it to happen. Sometimes it doesn't happen in the timing that we want it to happen. Sometimes it's much bigger. Sometimes it's just like a bubbling up of the surface and then just kind of oozing out, right? You have to remember that even if this isn't happening in May, this is something that you're working towards. And maybe you've been working towards it for quite some time and you're getting to that build up moment. You're getting to that point in your life where you are moving away from the tough moments. You're healing that Three of Swords. You're allowing yourself to heal the Three of Swords. And even if you feel like even if you've been manifesting on the Two of Cups, if you've been manifesting that relationship, it could be with a Gemini or a Virgo, could be with a Pisces. But if you've been manifesting it and feeling stuck within it, I want you to see this as an opportunity, this kind of stalling as an opportunity to just continue to grow. The universe is bringing you something, but you have to be open to it. And you have to be open to it in a way that is not normal of what you would originally be. Keep an open mind, keep a very open mind. I feel like this Two of Cups is going to be kind of shocking to you. It's going to show up out of thin air. You're going to be like, oh my God, how did that happen? Sometimes when we get caught up in the notion that things have to look a particular way or go a certain way, it's very hard to believe that the universe is actually giving us a gift when it doesn't really necessarily look like a gift, because in our eyes, that's not what we wanted. But if you always got what you wanted for your birthday, sometimes there's that special surprise that you get for your birthday and you open the gift and you're like, oh, that's not really what I wanted. But then you realize, oh my God, it's exactly what I needed. Maybe it's not everything that I thought I wanted, but it's exactly what I needed. The universe knows what is going to be best for you in your life. Sometimes we want things that are really, really toxic for us. Like, I want chocolate. I want Starburst jelly beans or my favorite candy. I want that. What do I do instead? I eat some fruit because that settles that sweet craving, right? Sometimes we want things that are really toxic for us. And that may be the thing that you've been wanting all this time, is that really toxic energy that you've had to leave behind. And now you're realizing that, and the universe is trying to give you something and you're like, yes, but don't do the yeah, but. Don't do that. There's, let's see what the Six of Wands is. I feel like this is a victory of overcoming and celebration. I feel like you will be overcoming it's not even overcoming anybody but yourself. I even told Virgos, I'm like, there's nobody left to fight but yourself. You don't even have to overcome anybody else in your life. It's just you are the only one that's holding yourself back from here on out. Do you like my new shirt? This is our daily love nudge. You can get this on my website, fearlessintuition.net. And I have men's shirts and women's shirts. I was asked that question. Yes, you can get men's t-shirts and sweatshirts and all of that. You can also get it on a coffee mug. You can get this on a coffee mug if you don't want a t-shirt. The Three of Cups on the Six of Wands. You are rising above. I feel like there's a lot of celebrations going on this month anyways. There are graduations that are happening. But more than anything, this is about you rising above all of the situations and allowing yourself to move forward without the peanut gallery telling you how to do it. You're actually able to just tell yourself how to do it. And for those of you that feel like you're coming into alignment, but you're still a little bit leery, you're still not sure about what the universe is trying to give you. keep an open mind, because I think it's going to show up, and you have to be honest with yourself when it does show up. The honesty factor is real. Like, you're going to have to really look at this and be like, is this something that I want to build upon, or is this something that I want to fight against? Oh my God, as I was saying that, the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. You got to be honest with yourself. Is this something that I want to build upon, or is this something that I want to fight? The only person you have left to fight right now, Aquarius, is you. There's no one else left. So stop it. There's no one else showing up here except maybe a Virgo, Gemini, or Pisces. Why are you still not in a relationship? Because you're not recognizing the gift when it's handed to you. Why are you, still fighting against getting that job? What are you blocking yourself from? Yes, healthy boundaries are always really, really good. But where are you stopping yourself from success? Because you keep on trying to get the same job over and over and over again, or you keep trying to find the same person over and over and over again, and neither one of them are working for you. You have to block out the past. You have to let go of the past, and you have to stand in your power and get really, really discerning about what you want. Because everything that you've tried up until now, if it hasn't worked for you, you gotta let it go. It is time to walk away. It is time to let go of things. And the more you push and the more you try to do something that's just not working for you, the harder it's going to be to let go of it. The harder it's going to be to move into those calmer waters, which is exactly where you want to be. You've been working so hard on yourself. Are you blocking other people out while you work on yourself, or are you keeping yourself open? Queen of Swords, 9 of Cups. What a great reading. Your reading is fantastic. What is the problem? Because I know that some of you are going to be like, my life is not that fantastic. If you're not feeling this yet, it's coming. But I think that some of you are actually blocking it out. And I want to say to you that it is coming if you let it. If you allow this to come in, why are you holding back? Like, why do you, I feel, it's so weird. I feel like some of you want to have like the safety net around you. Like, what are you scared? What are you so scared of? What are you so afraid of? Being hurt again? I mean, you can't be, like, fear is an illusion, right? It's an illusion. So, and then we have the 3 of Wands and the Empress. So being very discerning about what you're wishing for, you can't just say, I just want to be happy. Because when you tell the universe you just want to be happy, the universe is going to take away every single thing that's not making you happy. And sometimes that's everything that's in your life. So if you want to shift the energy, you have to get very discerning, and you have to say very specific. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. I'm not going to settle for anything less than this. And that's how you shift the energy, and you stop waiting. That 3 of Wands, I get it. I understand the 3 of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in, but you're ready to get out there and get your own stuff. Get in a rowboat and get out to the ship yourself. You don't have to stand there and wait. You can shift the energy in your favor at any time. And if you say to me, Betsy, but I've tried. Try something new. Get creative, right? The Empress. Do something new with your life. Bring something new into your existence. Don't do the same thing over and over and over again expecting a different result. 9 of Wands. The Sun. Oh my gosh. You guys have like the best reading out of everybody. The Knight of Cups, and then there's a water sign. The Queen of Cups. That has you up in your head, but is actually really, really grounding for you. 8 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. There's a water sign in your existence, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that I feel like if you were to just open yourself up to and recognize how amazing that could be and don't fight it, that could be really, really good for you. Because you, again, are the only one that you're fighting. The 8 of Swords is It's your imprisonment of your own mind, the self-imprisonment of your own mind. It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be this hard, because whatever it is that you're fighting against is actually good for you. It's actually very grounding. It's actually very, whatever. And this could be even in a job. This could be a creative job that you want, it could be somebody that you really want to work with when it comes to job prospects. Could be a water sign that's trying to offer you something. Could be a water sign that's trying to offer you love. However that resonates in your life, you have to block out the past. It's time for you to block out the past. You can no longer remain in a past existence if you want to have a positive future. Just saying. And I love you guys, and I would love to help any of you that feel like you're stuck or blocked in any way, shape, or form with the coaching, the one-on-one alignment, coaching alignment sessions. They're on my website, fearlessintuition.net. Already starting to see a lot of progress with a lot of people in removing blockages in their life and allowing themselves to move forward and to do new things and be in new relationships and leave the old relationships behind. So it's been a real blessing that I've been able to start doing this one-on-one alignment coaching. And so I am still accepting that. And I'm also doing emergency readings, half-hour and 1-hour emergency readings, as well as Reiki. You can get my t-shirts on my website. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for your patience with this reading. I am still working on getting well. It's been a process. Walking pneumonia is not easy to get over. So I really appreciate everybody's love, support, kindness, and I will see you real soon for probably the soulmate readings for mid-May to mid-June. I love you guys. Bye.